sure it's cold. Hey guys, so my last video was testing the MT21 front tire and the Tusk Dsport rear tire off-road, but I thought I'd also take it out on the street, take it on the highway if anybody was thinking about using this setup for the street. I know I like to do a good bit of street riding, so from what I can tell so far, they definitely increase the noise a little bit, but the benefits that you get in the dirt, I would say it's not going to bother you very much. The turning and braking performance for this bike seems fine because this bike isn't that fast. I think you can still kind of have fun on the street with these tires on without worrying about it too much. I mean, I wouldn't lean it over in a corner and try to drag your knee, but you don't have to compensate for the tires on the street, in my opinion. All right. It's cold and windy here today on the north side of Georgia. See, I don't know if you can hear the tires howling a little bit when I get on the brakes. I think a lot of the noise actually just comes from the front tire, the Pirelli, because it's much more 1090 sort of dirt tire, so I think it's the one that makes the most noise. Noise is louder than the tires. I mean, I'm going 68 and I can barely hear the tire roar over the wind. Yeah, definitely louder at lower speeds when the wind noise isn't so high. You can hear them a lot more, which might bother some people, but when you understand what the noise is and that's just how it goes when you have knobby tires on the street, I think you can kind of get over it. It doesn't feel any different from an acceleration standpoint. I mean, I think these tires might be a little bit heavier. It's not like this bike was a rocket ship in the first place, so it's fine. It's a pretty nice day, even though, like I said, it's cold. It's about 50 degrees right now, which is about on the verge of my comfort zone. Somebody's blazing up in one of these cars. I can smell it. When you put new tires on, you're probably going to want to go ahead and put rim locks on, and that can throw your wheels out of balance in a pretty bad way if you don't put wheel weights on. But I have some that attach to the spokes, which I'll show you guys in a second. But if you don't have those, then I think that you would feel some vibes going 50, 60 miles an hour. So there we go. Yeah, so you can see that I just have these brass weights on the opposite side of the rim lock. And yeah, they're not pretty, but this bike isn't pretty anyways. Damn, I got kind of nasty earlier. And then same on the front. I just needed two of them because it's a smaller rim lock up here. I don't remember the weights, but whichever ones you buy, this is an easy trick. You don't have to balance them. You can just look up the weights and bounce from the other side. And like I said, I don't think it's perfect, but I bet you probably wouldn't be able to tell a difference if you spent an extra hour and took your wheels off and were very meticulous about it. It's good to get out and ride for a little bit. like a hard brake. Yeah, that worked fine. Yeah, see, I can. Yeah, you can still have fun on the street with these tires. I wouldn't. If anybody has them, I honestly wouldn't think too much about them unless you're really trying to push it on the street. The Tusk Dsport is really stiff, so even though it's a knobby DOT tire, it's got really thick lugs and they're really stiff. So you don't have to worry about the rear squirming around on you. The front is softer. I think it's an intermediate tire, but I don't think you get as much load on the front when you're just coming out of corners and, you know, mashing the gas. Definitely if you're trying to come in hot to a corner and grab a handful of brakes, you know, you might feel a little squirmy. But I'm really surprised. I think this is the best setup. Such a cheap setup with the MT21 up front and the Tusk Dsport in the rear. I would recommend it to anybody. Alright, so it does seem like these tires are pretty good for going 70, 80 miles an hour. I mean, didn't feel any different than the stock tires. So now that that's over with, let's see if we can find some off-road sections. Let me just try this real quick. Let's see if we can get over here. That wasn't too hard. It's a firing range. Oh, come on. What's up here? A cliff. Yeah, I'm not brave enough to go across that. Let's just go out here because we're on a dual sport. Kind of crazy. Let me see if I can get back there. Yeah, that's not gonna hold me right there. Trails all over here. Yeah, what do we got back here? See, this is stuff that's just off the side of the highway, you know, that you can, when you have a bike like this, you can just go check out. Yeah, you just pull off the highway and you come out here. This is like just a completely dried up lake bed. This is crazy. But that stuff is super, super muddy and nasty out there. I'll probably get stuck if I go out there. Yeah. Kind of got to watch out. There's some pretty big logs, and if you don't have knee protection, those things will come up and smack your knee, and it will suck Yes. Yeah, so in summary, on a KLX 300, these DOT Knobbies can still book it on the street. So no worries there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Headed back to the house. If you have any questions about the foot pegs or, you know, the tire setup, just drop in the comments and I should respond. Alright, see ya.